What's up, Camps fam? Thanks for tuning back in. Today I'm actually going to share my epilepsy story with you guys. I'm not sure how many people know that I was involved in a car accident that led to me having a traumatic brain injury that led to me having post-traumatic epilepsy. Here's the story. So back on June 27th of 2017, I was involved in a car accident. I was actually in, we call it the HOV lane here in Arizona. I believe California has one as well. It's where if you have 2 or more people in your car, or you have an electric car or a car that uses no gas, or you can be in that lane, or certain hours of the day, anyone can be in that lane. I was actually in that lane with the cruise control on at 69 miles an hour. So I was speeding by 4 miles an hour. It's 65 here. I was going 69. The joke was, and that's why I remember how fast I was going, because I set my cruise control to 69, like 69. Little stupid joke, right? And everyone that knows me, and if you see some of my videos from the past and just some of my videos from recent, knows that I drive a little crazy here and there. And that's the kind of ironic part is during my accident, I had it on cruise control, just minding my own business. I was going home for lunch to actually go grab a package from my office, because at the time I lived in some apartments at the time, and they had a package that was delivered to the office. It was actually Up energy drinks, if anyone knows. Christian Guzman, he's like a big fitness influencer, and they just launched their energy drink company. And so I was actually on the way home to get it from the office because they closed at 5 and I was gonna be off way before 5. So I was like, hey, let's just go home during lunch, get it from the office, put it in my house, and go back home, right? Little did I know that day, 6/27 of 17, was gonna change my life forever. So I'm in the far left lane, going 69 miles an hour. I see about maybe 100 feet in front of me, there's 2 cars. I'm in the far left lane, there's a car in the lane over, and a car to the right of him. And see, my VNS is currently going off now, because just thinking about it, it sucks, right? And one of them threw a water bottle and started flipping him off. And as soon as that happened, he tried to swerve. And, they were obviously going above 65 or 70 because they were in front of me. As soon as he tried to swerve at him, like just to scare, because I'm hoping he wasn't trying to hit him on the freeway, right? As soon as he tried to swerve at him, he lost control of the car. And it was just like, if I'm way behind, right? He was just like, and I just had it on cruise control, just trying to pass him. And all of a sudden, just clipped my back right bumper. And I just remember just going like how the cops pit maneuver you. And so all of a sudden, I'm facing the wrong way on the freeway. So I just grabbed both hands on the steering wheel. I see the wall, I see everyone facing me. I'm sliding across all lanes of traffic, which is crazy that I didn't hit anybody else, so thank you God. And I see the wall coming, so I just shut my eyes. And I guess I hit my head, even though I was in a really safe car at the time. And I guess I'll show some pictures right now actually. It was a Nissan Maxima, I had all the side curtain airbags, all that good stuff. And I guess I hit my head on the pillar, and that's where I got my traumatic brain injury. At the time though, I was perfect. I jumped out, got on the side of the road with them. It was a guy and a girl. The girl jumped out, the girlfriend, and she's like, we don't know what happened. And all I said was, I saw everything. After that, she shut up, right? So about 5-10 minutes go by, and then I just start bawling in pain. And it was honestly from the pain of like the lower back and the spine and the neck, because that was just such a crazy impact. They took me to the hospital to make sure that everything was fine. They CAT scanned me, I think they gave me like an EEG, and everything came back negative. I always don't know which one to say. Comment below if you can correct me. I don't know if it's positive, it comes back when it's good, or negative. I believe it's negative, right? And come to find out, the reason why it came back good is because for it to show my my condition, my epilepsy, whatever you want to call it, I would have to be having the seizure during the scan, come to find out, right? So anyways, cut to a few weeks later, July 17th. I'm driving the rental car at the time because insurance is still working on getting me my money, getting me another car. And I'm taking a small turn, again on my lunch break, crazy enough, on a small little side street. And I have my first seizure ever. And obviously I black out because it's a big one, right? And it was small enough to where I just went over a curb. And actually I think I hit a stop sign. And I'm having a seizure in the car, whatever. Obviously there's somebody, I actually want to go find this person. If it wasn't due to COVID, I know where the person works. I guess somebody was on a smoke break or someone was looking outside their office. He came outside and he pulled me out of the car, which is amazing. And when cops got there, they actually hogtied me and they assumed I was on some type of drug or I was drug overdosing. So that's why they hogtied me. They said it was for my safety. I'm actually gonna put a clip of that here. Again, if you're kind of, I don't know what to say, like when my mom saw this and when my fiance's mom saw this, they broke into tears. So if it's not for you, just skip ahead a little bit, sorry. So again, this even brings me to another point of where I think cops need more training, some medical training on where, can they tell the difference between somebody on drugs and somebody having a seizure, a medical emergency? Somebody actually was filming because they worked with me and they were in the area, and they even said, like, guys, what if he's having a medical emergency? Cops, they're not listening, right? And then come to find out, since I had the seizure a few weeks later, I have epilepsy now, right? So they just couldn't see it at the time of the first accident. So I have a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, that led to me having post-traumatic epilepsy, PTE. So that's my actual condition. And then ever since that day, I've been having a bunch of seizures. I keep a tracker, so I had a bunch on August 24th. I call it COVID day, right? Had some December 20th, cut to February 28th, April 24th of 2018. And this is all trying different medication to see what works for me. I don't know all the different medications I've tried, but I can tell you that the ones that really worked for me were Keppra, Zonogram, and Vimpat. For some weird reason, insurance wanted to stop covering Vimpat, and it was gonna be like $3,000 a month for me, which is insane. I don't know how they can expect anyone to pay $3,000 a month for medication that's helping me live. My doctor fought that one with them, all the way up to like, I don't wanna say the director, but they fought really hard. Like, they were looking at it as like I was trying to sell it on the streets, like a drug, like a opioid, you know what I mean? That's just crazy. So that's what led to me saying yes to VNS Therapy, and that stands for vagus or vagus nerve stimulation therapy. And it's implanted or installed right in your chest, and it wires right into your vagus, whatever you want to call it, nerve right here. I do want to stop real quick and say, I'm not a doctor. Obviously, check with your healthcare professional. Do a lot of research, make sure you feel right about it before you do anything, because I was so scared before I said yes to this. I'm just telling you my personal experience, right? And I'm doing this because I get a lot of comments, a lot of questions every day about what happened to me, right? I can say the only side effect that I have from my VNS is like a slight voice change, and I can feel the vibration in my neck. Like right now it's going off, so that if you can't tell in the video, that's amazing. I can tell because I'm very self-conscious. So right now I think like in my head, like, oh my God, my voice has changed. Like I sound like a robot. This is horrible. Like my fiance, my friends, my family, they say, no, it's not bad at all. So, thank you. Once I got the surgery, that was on December 6th of 2019. I was able to stop taking Vimpat completely. So now I'm only on Keppra and Zonogram. and VNS, which is really cool. With VNS, they give you 2 magnets. They're very high powered magnets, and if you ever feel like a seizure coming, if you feel weird, you actually just swipe it across your device, and it gives it like an extra jolt of stimulation because you think you can be having a seizure, so you want to stop it, right? Out of the box, it does, mine anyways, sorry, it was set to go off every 5 minutes for 30 seconds. We have increased it over time to where, and I'll leave some videos right here, some links right here, and I'll put them in the description below. Over time, we've increased it due to seizures to where now mine goes off every 3 minutes for 30 seconds, right? So for the rest of my life, until we change it, my device goes off every 3 minutes for 30 seconds. And then if my heart rate increases, because a heart rate increase is kind of associated with a seizure, it does go off as well. So if you think about it, if I exercise, if I run around, if I do jumping jacks, if I do yard work, if I do anything like that, it does go off. But that does not matter because it's just a stimulation, right? So, something to think about. I can tell you with my surgery, I was so scared. They rolled me in the room. It's only a 1-hour operation. Like, you literally go in 1 hour and you leave. As long as you have somebody to drive you home, you can leave because it's an outpatient procedure. So think about that as well, right? But ever since then, especially since the accident, I look at everything like silver lining, half glass full, because I could have died during that accident and I'm alive to share my story with you guys today. So, and that's why I'm so passionate about epilepsy and sharing my story. Like, I mean, everything, like, as you can see, like, you know, my shirts, like, look, even this, look, instead of a stressed ball, I have a stressed brain, right? I can also, real quick, just speak on taking your medication is very important. If you don't have a pill container, please get one. I made a video on my TikTok that got a lot of views about if you don't have one of these, reach out to me, please, and I will pay for it and send it to you. I think only a few people did, and I definitely did that. I'm so glad I did. It was the first time I knew that people took pills 4 times a day. I went to Walmart, bought one, shipped it. He lived in Vegas. It was maybe $10, like, out the door with buying it, shipping it, and everything. I don't care because I knew that was gonna help that person take their medication, right? So, and I hope one of my homies, one of my best friends ever, is taking his medication. I think it's blood pressure medication. You know who I'm talking about. Please, if you're not taking your medication, please take it, man. You know you need it. You know you do. Whenever I can, if I'm bored or if I'm not doing anything, I'll fill up the rest of my week. As you can see, I take 1,500 milligrams of Keppra in the morning, 1,500 milligrams at night, totaling 3,000 milligrams of Keppra a day. And I take 200 milligrams of Zonogram in the morning and 200 milligrams of Zonogram at night, totaling 400 milligrams of Zonogram every day. And this is my weekly pill container. And so randomly, I'll fill up this week so I won't forget, or at the end of the week, I'll do it. You know, whatever floats your boat. And again, I'm just so passionate about this because I've come to find out this is one of the biggest conditions, one of the biggest diseases ever. If you add up all the other diseases, cancer, like, I'm not gonna go through the whole list, but if you add them all up and you add them all up together, they don't equal like epilepsy. So I've heard. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but that's just what I've heard and what I've been told. So everything I have is related to epilepsy now. Even my mask when I go outside, crazy enough. Because screw epilepsy, right? And if you want any of this, it all goes to a nonprofit organization. Let me take this off. Based out of Canada. I'll put the link right here. It's epilepsyshop.org. Nothing comes to me. I hate when people think that. They even gave me a code to give to you guys. It's 007. You get 15% off, and it's coming from Canada. So if you think about it, you even get more if you're in the USA because we get a conversion rate. So it's like a double discount. Check it out. So they even gave me all these temporary tattoos. If you notice, it's like the epilepsy ribbon. No one's really been reaching out for these, so, you know, I understand. But if you want one, let me know. I'll make it happen somehow. So again, thank you so much for listening to my story, letting me share that with you. Speaking real quick to that organization that I kind of teamed up with, they sent me all these books, really, and it's really just to help people. Look at this. It's overview, living with epilepsy, seniors with epilepsy, women with epilepsy, teens, And just, you know, the very first page real quick, like it says, epilepsy facts. A person cannot catch epilepsy from someone else. I've heard that before. That's just crazy. We're not contagious. We're just people. Something happened to us, right? And then right here, in Canada, 330,000 people have epilepsy. In North America, more than 4 million people have epilepsy. It's a lot of people, right? So again, let me know if I should cover any of these. I might just make one video on each of these, right? Because there's so many different volumes, if you will. So again, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.